Oh wow, it's much quieter now.
Yeah.
Oh yes, okay.
So that's one of the things that you're going to notice right away is we've really improved the sound quality, not only from making some changes to the cooling package, but also we made some changes to the glass as well as adding some carpeting, and I think they've gone through that up in the tent a little bit on some of the detail specifications, but you can really hear if I go full throttle here. You can
purrs like a kitten.
Yeah, very, very quiet. So it's much improved over what we've had in the past, what we've seen out there in the field. So,
well, Mark, why don't you first introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Mark Mohr. I'm the manufacturing representative or project manager for the 7R team that is responsible for building this. So I work to make sure we have everything ready to build this in our factories.
All right, and you're going to show us how this works, and this is the 7290?
This is a 7290R. Okay. This is our largest 7R tractor, and we have the E23 PST transmission in this. So we have the right-hand reverser. We can have a left-hand reverser option as well, and this would just be a toggle at that time. We have our new command arm as well as display here. It's all touch screen. A lot of options to get into the different features for setting hitch positions, transmission settings, SCV flow rates. To go into transmission, very easy to go in. You can select if you want to just go in manual mode. So basically I control the tractor. Custom mode, I can tell the tractor what I want it to do. Or full auto mode, I select a ground speed and it takes over and it gives me that ground speed, and it adjusts the gears and RPMs accordingly to give me that speed.
And the ground, that's just like they said it was kind of like your cruise control on your car, right?
Very much so, very much so. And the other thing we have to offer is the Eco, which is basically allowing us to really give a much improved fuel economy or fluid economy due to being able to set what we want the RPM to go at, and then we can adjust the speed accordingly, but we can keep the engine RPM at a very low rate to allow the fuel usage to be low.
Now, you talked about the glass, the windshield here, that this is a laminated glass,
yes,
and it cuts down on the noise, for the engine noise here in the cab. And they said it cut it down by, when they said from 73 to 71 decibels, I was like, wow, that doesn't seem like much. But it's a lot, isn't it?
Yes, 2 decibels is a lot. It is a lot, and you can tell the difference. If you've been in the current tractor, you know this is a huge improvement. So we're going to go ahead. What I'll do is we'll kind of go in and we'll set this up in custom mode. We're going to set a couple engine speeds here, so we'll go into F1 and we'll just set it at 6 miles an hour, and we have our other speed position for forward set at 10. So we'll leave it at that. We've got our gallons per hour here of what we run at. And so I'm going to go ahead and so when I put it in the Eco mode, it basically ramps up right away at the very beginning, and then it just dials down to that's my seat adjusting. We have air seats, so the seat will adjust to my weight. But we set the speed to 6.
Now they talked about the cab improvements besides the glass, the windshield. And you talked about the transmission here, but the seats they were talking about. The seats are a lot more comfortable, and some of the other comfort features here.
Yeah, so we do have some new seats. We've got new back here on it. Well, I'm driving, it's going to be a little bit tricky to raise, but has a little bit higher back on it. The leather is heated.
And it swivels?
It does swivel. In fact, I can get up to 40. You know, I can look all the way out the back. It's very, very comfortable when you're backing up or when you're driving an auto track and you want to raise or lower your implement behind you a little bit, or feather just a little bit. You have very good access to seeing that.
That's cool. That'll be a lot less strain on your neck.
Yes, it's very nice. We did add a refrigerator down here. So had very good reviews through some of our durability build products, where people have actually, you know, the very large farms that spend the entire day out there, they're able to pack their lunch, keep it cool, you know, up to the point where they throw their lunch up on the engine to warm it up quick. So it's but they love that feature. Cool. And I've heard really good things from the combine team as well about the refrigerator.
No more having to go back home for dinner.
Right.
That's a real time saver. Now, how do you think about how it handles? Is it a lot smoother? The turning, because they were talking about the
You want me to hold
steering.
that? You want to turn it here? I mean, you just take this turn here, up here, and you'll see that it is very smooth. In fact, the last gentleman he drove, and that was one of the comments he made, was he could not believe how smooth it was.
Oh yeah, that's easier to steer than my car.
Yeah, and look at the size of the wheels. So yeah, it's very nice.
Awesome. All right, I'll let you take it back over.
All right.
Yeah, that's sweet. What else can you tell us about this, Mark?
Well, let's see.
Well, the displays seem a lot bigger and easier to read, especially like that one over there.
This here is just very similar to what we offer today.
Yeah.
The difference is we've added the DEF monitor to tell us how much diesel exhaust fluid we have. This here is our 10-inch display. You can also get that in the smaller 7-inch display, but I think if you see both of them, you're going to fall in love with the large one. You can customize the screen to your liking, so if you don't care about certain features, you can change those and have it set up the way you want. It's really very similar to some of the newer technology with the iPhones, the touch screens and stuff, but also Windows. So if I get into here, I can just hit the X and it takes me right back out. So it's keeping things all consistent with the current technology that everybody's used to using.
Real user-friendly.
Very user-friendly. Some radio controls down here, some up here. We've got basically our shortcut bar, our navigation bar. It will do the same thing. If I want to go into that same screen from the transmission standpoint, I can just push a button. If my hands are dirty, I don't want to get my screen dirty and stuff like that, I can push the buttons, things of that nature. I can push to get out, just push that button there. But each item on here is, all you have to do is select it and it automatically goes in, and you can adjust, like here, the flow and the time for your SCVs, and there'll be one for each option.
And what kind of feedback have you been getting from the dealers who've been out here to check this out?
They can't believe how smooth the transmission's been shifting. Really, they have fallen in love with how quiet it is. A lot of them just say they love it. So it's really good with the 7R to get that feedback, because they're really impressed with the fuel efficiency that they're seeing, and with the different modes of operation to allow them to go in and let you select how much fuel economy you really want to achieve with the tractor, and having the customization to have that tractor perform the way you want. I mean, it still offers that left-hand reverser, but you can still do your shuttle shifting even when it's the right-hand reverser. So I can go from forward to reverse just the same as you could if it was on the left-hand side. So when I back in here, we'll just...
It almost makes you wonder how you can do any better.
Yeah, right. Right now we will, I guarantee you, continue to try to in the future here. But yeah, it's a pretty impressive machine right now.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark.
Well, thank you.